Thomas Tuchel had just guided England to the top of their World Cup group. Harry Kane had made history. Jude Bellingham had opened the door. England had beaten Panama 2-0 at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. But after the final whistle, one of the most talked about moments did not come from a goal, a tackle, or a tactical change. It came on the pitch, in front of the ITV cameras, when Thomas Tuchel finished his post-match interview with Laura Woods and gave her a warm hug. For England, this was not just another group stage win. This was the night they sealed first place in Group L, booked a last 32 clash with DR Congo in Atlanta, and sent a clear message before the knockout rounds begin. But behind the smiles, behind Tuchel's calm words, there was also a warning. Because England's World Cup is about to get serious. The Three Lions arrived at the MetLife Stadium knowing exactly what was at stake. Win, and they would top the group. Avoid mistakes, and they would head into the knockouts with control, confidence, and momentum. And that is exactly what they did. England beat Panama 2-0, with Jude Bellingham scoring the opener before Harry Kane added a historic second goal. It was a moment of huge significance for Kane. His goal took him beyond Gary Lineker's tally of 10, making him England's highest ever World Cup scorer. For any striker, that is a milestone. For Kane, it was another chapter in a career built on ruthless finishing, pressure moments, and carrying the weight of England expectation. But when Tuchel spoke after the match, he refused to treat it as the finish line. Asked about Kane's record goal, the England boss kept his response short and sharp. It's good, but not the end. That was classic Tuchel. Respect the achievement, but immediately look forward. Celebrate the moment, but do not get lost in it. Because in his mind, England have not completed the job. In fact, the real tournament is only just beginning. Speaking to ITV presenter Laura Woods after the final whistle, Tuchel admitted this had not been an easy night. He said England had done what was needed, but described the match as tough and difficult to break open. Panama were not easy to score against. Tuchel pointed out that England were the only team to score twice against them, and he felt his side deserved the win because they stayed aggressive while also staying alert to counterattacks. That balance mattered. England pushed forward, but they also had to manage danger. They had to attack without becoming reckless. They had to control the match without allowing Panama to turn one mistake into chaos. And according to Tuchel, that was exactly the kind of performance England needed before the knockouts. He said England had been aggressive, but also careful. He said they had to defend their one-on-ones. And then came the line that will define the mood around this team now. The tournament starts again now in knockouts. That sentence changes everything. The group stage is over. The safety net is gone. From here, one bad night can end a World Cup dream. England's next challenge is DR Congo in Atlanta on Wednesday. And Tuchel knows the intensity is about to rise. But instead of showing fear, he sounded ready. He said England would now collect their strength and energy. He spoke about building team, spirit, and belief. And then he delivered the message England fans wanted to hear. We will step up. The bigger the games get, the bigger we'll be. That is the sound of a manager trying to turn pressure into power. But just as England were celebrating first place, another concern appeared. Jarell Quansah was forced off with an ankle problem, creating another injury worry for Tuchel and leaving England short at right back. Tuchel admitted he did not yet know the full situation. Jarell, had to go off injured, so we need to see. It was a brief answer, but a revealing one. England may have topped their group, but they are not without problems. The knockout stage demands depth, fitness, and calm decision-making. If Quansah's injury proves serious, Tuchel will have another issue to solve quickly. And quickly really is the key word. England have only a short turnaround before their next match. But Tuchel did not complain about it. Instead, he embraced it. He said 3 days until the next phase. And then another match, in 4 days, was not a problem. We love that, and we're good at that. That confidence matters. Because World Cups are not won by teams that simply play well when everything is easy. They are won by teams that adapt under pressure, survive injuries, handle fatigue, and grow stronger as the stakes rise. And that is why this scene with Laura Woods became so striking. After the serious words, after the questions about Kane, the performance, the knockouts, and Quansah's injury, Tuchel ended the interview with a warm embrace. It was a human moment after a tense night, a brief smile after a hard piece of work. A reminder that beneath the pressure of England's World Cup campaign, there is still relief, emotion, and connection. Tuchel had done his job. England had done theirs. But the look and tone after the match made one thing clear. No one in that camp believes the mission is complete. England are through. England are group winners. England have a last 32 tie against DR Congo waiting in Atlanta. Jude Bellingham delivered the opener, Harry Kane made history. Thomas Tuchel praised the performance, warned that the knockouts are a fresh start, and insisted his team will grow as the games get bigger. But there are still questions. How serious is Jarell Quansah's ankle injury? Can England manage their shortage at right back? And when the pressure rises in the knockout rounds, will Tuchel's side really step up the way he promised? The group stage has given England control. The knockouts will reveal their character. And after a night that ended with a smile, a hug, and a message of belief, the real test now begins. England have topped the group, but from here, there is no room for error.